Pontefract Gold Cup. This will be the last race on Tuesday today, and we entered in a conditions race. Big race this one, 2 mile 5 furlongs for the freeholds and older. Let's have a look at the field. Star Pen, Master Welshman, G-Force, Lion Shell. Then we got Mr. Shiver, Podgy's Boy, Where to Start. Good form line is Where to Start. Is the favourite. Playmate, Swing Spill at Zoe. They're locked and they are sent on their way. The favourite, Where to Start, just been held up in the early stages, looking to settle in at the rear. And then we got Zoe is running a bit wide, and Zoe is also moving into the rail. So we just give them some time to settle down. There is 20 furlongs to travel, and Lion Shell does look like he wants to do all the hard work. Goes in front by 2 lengths. Being held up is Stardust or Pen as well. So it's a very dead pace at this stage. No one really wants to go, but Lion Shell has opted to go to the lead now by about 2 lengths. Into second, we're still waiting for a comfortable second runner. Just look at Podgy's Boy, just gets into second now. Stardust or Pen back in third. Then we got Mr. Shiver, Zoe, G-Force, Master Welshman is further back in the field. And then we got to Playmate, Swing Spill, who was at the back of the field. But as Lion Shell is controlling the running and has now opted to go 3 lengths to the good. Into second, Stardust or Pen looks to settle in for second. Then we got Mr. Shiver. Where to Start, your favourite. He's travelling really well. He's only 4 lengths to make up here. Podgy's Boy, they stay right next to each other. Then we got Zoe, who's still travelling out very wide. Is Zoe. Would like to get a rail position, but just doesn't have the running room at this stage. G-Force is further back in the field, and Swing Spill, he's at the back of the field. But no questions been asked from any horses yet to go upon them. There is still 15 furlongs left to go. It's not one of the fastest pace we've seen over those long distances, but the running will still be continuing on with Lion Shell is in front now by 4 lengths. The gap just keeps getting a bit bigger every now and then. Stardust or Pen is just back in second. The favourite, Where to Start, well, he's back in third. He moved up from the rear to move into second now. Where to Start, is this an early move with 13 furlongs left to go? Then we got Master Welshman, who's also moved from the back of the field. Zoe now is really struggling to keep with them, as well as Swing Spill. But it's Lion Shell now who split the gap by 4 lengths. But the favourite, Where to Start, is travelling really well back in second. And then we head back to third. Stardust or Pen is just having that rail position. Master Welshman, the number 2 in the red and blue. And then we got further back to the field where we have G-Force, the grey horse, Podgy's Boy, Mr. Shiver, Playmate, Zoe is still keeping with them, and Swing Spill. So no runners outpaced at this stage. They're all travelling really well. It's Lion Shell is in front. Into second, we got the favourite, Where to Start. Master Welshman, Stardust or Pen is back in fourth now. Stardust or Pen is really travelling well. He only has 6 lengths to find. Then we got G-Force. Playmate is further back in the field. That's the one with the all blue. Zoe and Mr. Shiver is at the back of the field. So as they start to make their way into the long turn, it is Lion Shell is just in front, but the deficit has been cut here. And Where to Start looks like he's just thinking about going to the lead now. Is Where to Start the favourite. He's starting to really get even with Lion Shell here. This is going to be interesting. There's still 7.5 furlongs left to go, and your favourite has decided, well, the pace is too slow. He's going to the front. And now it's just been held up again. Lion Shell, Where to Start, just travelling back in second comfortably. Master Welshman also looks really good at the rail. Only 2 lengths to find, and suddenly the leader is full packed with runners next to him, left and right side. Stardust or Pen turns in well for home at the back of the field. Zoe has now been asked the question to stay with them. G-Force, Mr. Shiver, and then we got Podgy's Boy, who's also looking still well. Podgy's Boy only has 6 lengths to find with Swing Spill, who's come from the back of the field. So 5 furlongs left to go, and Lion Shell is head for home. He's been driven along now to go for it. Where to Start, the question hasn't been asked yet, so keep an eye on the favourite, Where to Start. Master Welshman, those two are travelling right next to each other. But Where to Start has now been asked to run a bit from the back of the field. G-Force is making an early move. Then we got the grey Playmate, Mr. Shiver. Zoe is completely out of the race. So there's 3.5 furlongs left to go. It's Lion Shell is in front. He's going to look to do it from start to finish. Well, the favourite, Where to Start's been driven, but he's falling back at this stage. He's going to really need to kick. Now Where to Start is responding to the call. Where to Start is now pouring the pressure on Lion Shell. Master Welshman Welshman is still travelling really well. Stardust or Pen, Swing, Spill, G-Force, Podgy's Boy, Mr. Shiver, and we head to the back of the field with Zoe. But where to start? The favourite makes his name. He comes to the lead by 3 lengths. He says, catch me. Here's Playmate. Playmate is trying to run on, as well as Master Welshman. But this race, you can go mark number 7 on your card. Where to start? Does it in his own way, his fashion. This is a good horse. Where to start will win. In second, Master Welshman got up for second. Playmate just gotten back in for third. Podgy's Boy also ran on a bit late. But this was a race of 1 pace, and this was nothing for Where to Start. He did this in ease for Paul Rhodes, back in second, Master Welshman. And then we got Playmate back in third. The long time leader could only manage to go for 4th.